This is a hydro rowing machine, and this is a bicycle. Which one's better? In this video, we're going to talk about it and find out. So this is actually quite a tough video for me to make because rowing is one of my favourite sports and pastimes, and cycling is also one of my favourite pastimes, and I actually in my training programme use both of them. I tend to go cycling when the weather's nice, at least once or twice a week, and do nice long steady states on the bike as much as I can. And rowing I do every single day. But in this video I'm going to be pitching them against each other. We're going to fight rowing against cycling and see which one's better. So step one, let's look at the muscles we use. So in the rowing stroke, as we all know, we use our legs, back, then arms. Legs, back, then arms. Which means by the time you've thought about the actual muscles used, your core, your back, your legs of course, arms, you use about 86% of the muscles in your body. Whereas cycling, on the other hand, you're sitting on a bike, your upper body is still, your core's engaged, maybe arms are engaged as well, but they're not really active. You're not going to get big arms from cycling. And your legs are working really frantically, really hard. So that's got to be point one to rowing. You use a lot more muscles and you've got a lot better chance of strengthening and growing muscles. On a rowing machine, we're also up against, it's a resistance exercise, power endurance. So you're always pushing against something. Whereas on a bike, you can have long periods of going downhill and doing nothing at all. And there is resistance, it varies. It's not typically known as a resistance cardio exercise though. It tends to just be, you're not really bearing a load, I suppose, going up a hill maybe. But yeah, in general, you're going to grow strength and muscle size, muscle strength a lot faster on a rowing machine than on a bicycle. But saying that, a bicycle is very accessible, typically cheaper than a rowing machine, and it's often more entertaining than a rowing machine. You can go and cycle through places, see things. There's different forms of cycling. There's mountain biking, where you can go off and go through woods and up steep hills and all sorts you can get up to on a bike, and there's loads of different forms. Accessible, cheap, on the whole. Of course they do get expensive as well, but a rowing machine, hydro, we know is about £1,600 plus for monthly subscription, which in this day and age is about the same as a mid-range road bike. And Concept 2, just for clarity, is I think currently £860. So rowing machines might be a little bit cheaper, might be more expensive, depends what you choose to buy. And if you want to pitch for Concept 2 against the hydro, I've done a video on that already, up here. But what's a better form of cardio? Now that's a really tough question, and I'm going to really flake out of answering this. I think they're equally as good. A rowing machine, if you're training for rowing, it's your number one training aid other than being actually on the water. Cycling, of course, number one is if you're a cyclist, going cycling. So they're both really good. As I've mentioned earlier, they can work in unison together. And that's the way I think we should move forward with this. Let's stop pitching cycling against rowing. I think we need to use them together. They're both fantastic exercises. I absolutely love doing both of them, and there's no way I'm ever going to choose one over the other. They're both fantastic sports. Make sure you build in some cross-training into your rowing training plan or into your cycling training plan. They are fantastic cross-training sessions for each other. Both leg dominant. The other bits of strength you'll gain from rowing will of course help you out on a bike. It's going to make you stronger, it's going to make you more robust, it's going to stop you getting injuries. And likewise, going out on a bike is also going to help rowing. Might highlight some muscle imbalances in your legs if you've been rowing a bit weirdly. Otherwise, it's just a fantastic form of cardio. You can sit on a bike for hours on end and have no real risk of injury if you've trained up to it. Whereas I wouldn't want to sit on a rowing machine for any more than 90 minutes or so, because my back would definitely start playing up. So both have their perks, both have their benefits. My advice, make sure you use both as part of a nice, well-rounded, balanced training plan. So thank you for watching this video. I've been sat on the Hydro. If you would like a discount on buying your own Hydro, there is a link in the description below where you can save £100 or $100 depending where you're buying it. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button down below and I shall see you in the next video.